Alright guys, good afternoon. We're here with another video. Today we're gonna make chai tea. So the bowl you're seeing here is different type of spices that we can use in chai tea. We have here the cinnamon stick, we have ginger, we have cardamoms, black ones, green ones, we have fennel seeds, and we have cloves. So people like to mix a variety of things together. Like they'll mix the green and black cardamoms together, or they'll have just cloves and fennel seeds, or cloves, fennel seeds, and cinnamon stick or ginger. Depending on what you want. Today we're gonna make with just the black cardamom only, because the black cardamom has a distinctive flavor that I personally like. So I don't like to mix anything with it. When I make ginger one, I just make the ginger one alone, or usually then I'll mix one, two, or three of these things and stuff like that. So what we need is water. We already have that here, and then we're gonna crush these guys. I'm gonna put all four of them in there to make the tea. All right, as you can see, we have the setup here. Put these in and then smash these open. We want to get those seeds out. So we can get that flavor in there. Put that in. And you can make this sugarless tea, chai tea, if you want. I like to use jaggery. This is what the jaggery cake looks like. It's up to you if you want to use this, or you want to use any different kind of sugar or brown sugar or whatever. So the water that I have in here is about 3 cups, because I want to make about, I'm going to say 4 cups of tea, because I'm going to leave it on simmering on top, so some of the water is going to evaporate. So this is way too much sugar for the amount of tea I'm making. And then I don't have a way of telling you that how many grams or however, but I do know the size of this. So I believe about this much is what I know is going to be enough, because when I make a full jug of tea, I use the whole thing, and when I make a half, I use the half, and then that's how I know if I want to make a cup. Then I'm probably going to use, maybe less than 3/4 of the jaggery. But then it's kind of like salt to taste, or sugar to taste. It's up to you how much you want. You want less or more, but that's how much I use. So we're gonna let it simmer on here for a little bit before we move on to the next section. While that's happening in the background, I want to talk about the tea I use. I use a loose leaf tea, and the brand I use is Red Label. You can Google that. It's a red box, and you can get it at any Indian grocery store. They also come in packages, small pouches you can use if you don't like loose leaf tea. But I personally like loose leaf, so this is what I use. And Red Label is the brand. There's different ones. There's Taj Mahal and Lipton, a few other ones, but I personally like this one, so this is what I use. As you can see, all that the jaggery has dissolved already in that water, and then I want to take a little smell of this. It smells really good. So I'm gonna let it simmer for a little while longer before we move on to the next process. And then the milk I use is whole milk, because I like that whole milk rich taste. It's up to you if you want to use skim milk or 2% or fat free or whatever. But this is what I use, and it's personal choice. So we're gonna put some tea in here. Once again, I have a rough idea of, depending on how many cups I'm making, I would make the tea accordingly, and then I know how much tea is gonna go in there, how much sugar is gonna go in there. That kind of stuff. The only reason I measure the water today is because of you guys. Otherwise, I usually don't measure the water either. I usually just, I'm ready, put it in. So it's up to you how much milk you want in there. So I know everybody at home likes the regular chai tea, so that should be enough. So once again, didn't measure, don't know how much that was. I would say is, just go buy it and then play with it. See how much you like, see how much you don't like. And for now, we're gonna let it come to a boil, and once it does, I'm gonna simmer it off so I can get the water and then the milk and then everything else mixed together really well to give it a nice rich taste. And I've also heard some people using some people put salt in it or black pepper in it. Not my thing, but if that's something you like, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, anything you want to put in there, it's just your tea. You can make it with honey if you want. It's just a personal preference. But this is the way I make it. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna come up to a boil here pretty soon, and then I have electric stove. If you have a gas stove, all you gotta do is lower it. I currently have it on high. Looks like it's coming to a boil here, as you can see. So what I usually do is, because I have an electric stove, I want to move it off to the side. And you can leave it on high by doing that. And what it does is, as you can see, it will start, boiling like that. And I'm just going to leave it there. You can also lower your gas, or not gas, I mean your stove temperature, and leave the whole thing on the top. But this way, I don't have to worry about it. This thing can, the other way, can stay there like that, and then I don't have to worry about it. I can go whatever I want. Usually anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes is what I'll leave it there for. And then with that, so you can enjoy the chai tea on its own, or usually I like to have crispy eggless cake rusks with it. You dip a little bit in there, or you can eat them crunchy. You can get those at the Indian store. You can use biscuits, cookies, or whatever. The one thing I do enjoy other than the rusk is a butter croissant, a warmed up butter croissant with chai tea is just fantastic. If you haven't had any, Costco has those, guys. Just bring it home, take one, put it in the microwave for like 15-20 seconds, and it's ready to go. So yeah, this is how a chai tea is made. As you can see, I can move it to this side if I want to, and then let it simmer on this side, or I'll leave it, on the other side, or whatever. It's up to you. But then, one word of caution: your pan that you're using, is not gonna like that. And when you're gonna wash it, you're gonna have to put some extra elbow grease into clearing it off, because a lot of burn on that side of the pan versus on the back side of the pan. So if you don't want that, just bring the heat to low, and then keep an eye on the temperature until it gets to the simmer. Because if I just lower it right now and then move the stove, move it on top, the temperature has not cooled down yet, and then it will just boil out of the pan. So make sure you keep an eye on that. And there we have it. So leave it there for a few minutes, and you should be good to go. Make sure to strain it, and if you don't have a strainer, that's why some people like that bagged tea bags. And I'm not a big fan of that. I think they just don't, the tea just don't taste the same that way. All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any more suggestions or anything you want to see me cook or my mom cook, let me know. We'll be more than happy to oblige. And then comment, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys later.